good time tonight. Like many of you here, in thinking about the wedding day, I thought about the first time that I saw Michael and Devin together. And do you remember that time? Do you remember? Michael, do you remember? I don't know. And like many of you here, the first time maybe you saw Michael and Devin together, you realized that this just wasn't a short thing. There was something special, and it's something that may have lasting power. Now, in my case, it was when at the end of their freshman year at Miami, I was going down to pick up Michael to bring him home for the summer break. And I was in the old van, and I was traveling alone because Margaret and I had realized now that there wasn't enough room for the two of us to go down and pick up a kid to bring home from college, right? Because we needed the room for this stuff. And, the other thing funny, we always tell the kids when we're packing them up to take them to college, if it doesn't fit in the van, it's not going to fit in your dorm. But so I'm driving down, and as I'm getting closer to campus, all of a sudden it starts to rain. I mean, and it was spring, it was warm, it wasn't a cold rain, but it was a hard rain, it was a pouring down. So I texted Michael, and because by that time, me like a lot of the baby boomer parents here realized, startling realization that our millennial children do not want to talk to us anymore on the phone. They would rather text, right? So we learned that. So I texted Michael and said, okay, I'm getting close. And Michael texted back and said, well, okay, I'm actually in the cafeteria having lunch with a friend. Okay. And he said, by the way, the friend is going to help us pack up. And I said, this is great. Okay, so we got two guys, they we'll get the van packed up in record time. Maybe I'll be home before the streetlights come on. So as I pull into the parking lot, the rain's pouring down, I see who I think is Michael coming through the glass door. Do you remember this? Coming through the glass door, it's kind of like I have like a memory of it. Remember the Graduate movie, Dustin Hoffman? Remember Dustin Hoffman? He's sitting out, he's picking up Elaine for the date, and the rain's pouring down in his little sports car. He's trying to look through the wipers and see, and he thinks he sees the girl running out to the car. And when she gets in the car, he realizes it's not Elaine, but who? Mrs. Robinson. So I kind of was having that moment because I'm trying to say, okay, I think that's Michael, but I see he's got someone in tow, coming back, and as they get closer to the car, they're running because it's pouring rain. I was like, wait, that's not a dude. All right, so Michael jumps in the front, and Devin, slides open the van door and jumps in the back. And I must have had that same dumb expression that Dustin Hoffman did in the movie. I'm like, what's going on here, right? So Michael made the introduction, and I don't even think I got your name right the first time. I'm like, oh, Devin, a girl, Devin, okay. So that was the start of it. And if I could borrow the words from Bob Seger, right? I looked out the window a long moment, wondering what's going on. Then I looked into their eyes, and they didn't need to say a thing. I knew exactly what they were thinking. So that was the start of what affectionately now known in the Donnelly family as the Miami Union. All right? And it's been going for, as Dean said, it's been going for now 5 years. And it's funny, where's Jackie? Thank Jackie for the wonderful wedding shower. And part of the wedding shower is that we had a trivia contest, right? And at the trivia contest, it was like a play on the Newlywed Game. We broke up into teams, and they had put some questions together about Michael and Devin. We had to guess the answers, right? And we're competing. Some of the competitors were a little more competitive than others. I won't mention
We won.
Okay, now, and so in either case, one of the questions was about that. It was like, since their first date, how long have Michael and Devin been together? And there was some confusion on whether they were looking for years, days, or hours. I don't know, but how long was it?
5 years and
5 years.
Exactly, yeah. 5 years and 3 weeks from that day.
So I'm happy, and at our table, our team, we were kind of laughing because we were like, well, it would have been easier if Jackie would have asked the question, since their first date, how many days have Michael and Devin been apart? But in either case, I'm happy to report that after 5 and how many years? 5 weeks. 5 years. That the Miami Union, the state of the Miami Union, is still strong. Okay? So if everyone would please join me in raising the glass.